And we are live.
Hey.
Welcome, everybody, to a live reading sprint. I am joined once again with my wife, Stacey.
Hey.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, it's fun. I've been kind of in the chat on Amanda's live reading sprints lately. She's one of the captains co-hosting the Readathon with us. And it made me realize how much I miss doing reading sprints with you. Fun story. That's actually how Jake and I initially met. We met doing reading sprints on Andrew and Nico's Discord. Our sound is working. That's good. I put it through my headphones on my phone just to make sure.
But yeah, that's how we met. So, we have Ian in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Ian.
How's it going? But yeah, that is how we met. Fun story.
Yeah.
Can't read now, but love seeing this.
Well, you can use it to read later if you want.
Yeah. I mean, he's on Team Blaze, so like they don't even have to read, you know.
Oh, okay.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, we are.
We are indeed doing sprints. We'll probably chat for about 15 minutes or so, and then we'll read in like 45-minute intervals.
Yeah, we'll do like 45 minutes of reading and then 15 minutes of chatting.
Hey there. Let's see.
Hey.
Awesome. So what are you currently reading?
In typical conundrum fashion, I don't know.
You don't know.
So I had been reading The Boatward Butcher, right? So this was originally a novella called The Goners, and it was going to be a trilogy of novellas. And I read the first novella, which is The Goners, and I liked it. And then he stopped publishing them as novellas, reworked The Goners, and made it a standalone novel with like all 3 parts. So I've gotten to the end of part 1, which like was The Goners reworked essentially. And I'm in a pickle because I enjoyed The Goners a lot more. Like the novella or like part 1 of the novel is like more descriptive of random things. It's less about kind of like the character emotion and like the nuances of what's happening with the butcher. And so like for me, it's not as great as the novella was. And so I'm like not really vibing, but I also don't know if it's like I'm too busy comparing it to The Goners or if it's the audiobook, because while the narrator does a decent job, he like pauses after every sentence. So even sped up, it's just bizarre because it's got a weird flow. And I can't speed it up anymore to like make the pauses better because then his talking is too fast. So I don't know whether I should just like put this on pause, come back to it when I'm like less in the headspace of not loving it, whether I should like give it a break and come back to it and try and read it with my eyes instead of doing the audio. But then I started, because I was over it. So I started Mirror Sight, which is book 5 in Green Rider. So I could keep going with that, but I do have to finish a 300-page book before I can finish this one. But I mean, I'm at the beginning, so I've got a while. And then the other 300-page book on my TBR, if I really want to like pause this one or decide to DNF it, is Long Walk. So I could start that.
That would be my vote. Read the Long Walk.
So I'm a conundrum. I don't know what I'm doing.
Always a conundrum. I'm still at work for 25 minutes and have to relieve my husband from new puppy duty.
Aww.
That's fun because he's going crazy, but listening to audio at the same time.
Oh, we know all about crazy high energy dogs. We have a Border Collie Aussie Shepherd mix. I purposely took him outside and FETCH ED'd him before this so he would be chill.
So I am currently reading Dungeon Crawler Carl number 6, The Eye of the Bedlam Bride, going very well. The series is pretty consistently great and funny. Not an all-time favorite, but I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah.
This is the longest one yet. It's like almost 27 hours.
I haven't been paying attention to how long the ones that I've read are. Do you remember? Just for
the first ones are short, but then like after book 3, they just keep getting longer and longer.
Okay, because I've finished the first 4 at this point.
Book 5 is like 25 hours.
Okay,
so buckle up.
How long was book 4? I don't even know.
Like
I read it this month and I still don't know.
It was like 18, I think.
Okay, so considerably longer.
Yeah. What's going on in the chat?
I have not heard of that one.
Tales of Ordinary Men. I've heard of Charles Bukowski. That's the guy who wrote The Post Office, which is a book that I want to read, I think. We have our adult boxer, now a yellow lab. My best friend asked if I only like hyper crazy dogs. We know about hyper crazy dogs in this house.
Yes. Yes, they are for sure. Very rewarding dogs, though.
Yeah, I do want to check his works out. I keep saying hopefully next year. That's kind of my motto for all books. I'll just
2026 is
get
the
I'll just
year.
get to it next year.
Well, I've been saying next year is the year for me to read Stormlight for like how many years in a row now, and it still hasn't happened. Somebody just needs to do a buddy read and make me do it.
Do it next year.
Maybe.
Just do it.
Maybe.
Once you start it, it'll be hard to stop, I think.
Yeah, I think it's hard because like every year my goal is to finish out some series I'm already working on, and to me it's like it's hard to start that much of a commitment of a new series when I'm already in the middle of so many I'm liking and want to continue with that I don't have time to continue with.
But it's so good.
I know.
It's so good.
I know. Well, and also I didn't love Hero of Ages, so that's kind of got me like,
It's Hero of Ages, hot take, is the worst Cosmere book. Fight me. But Stormlight, all 5 stars, fantastic. You should read it.
Okay.
Anything else we want to chat about?
I think we can start reading whenever. Well, we want to know what everyone else is reading in the chat.
What are y'all up to? What are y'all reading? What are y'all doing? What's going on?
Yeah, where are you on the game board? We haven't talked about that.
I just passed my first lap this morning.
Good job. Do you know what space you're on?
I am currently, I'm getting a call. Damn spam calls. I've like gotten 5 spam calls today.
And of course it rings on your laptop too.
God. But anyway, yeah, I'm on space 4.
Okay. I am on space 8, which is on my second lap. If I DNF Boatmore Butcher, I would stay on space 8. If I read a 300-page book, I go to space 9 because it's like you go to 11 and then move back 2, which was my plan to hit the bonus.
So we went to go see the Long Walk movie,
we did.
And for the most part, we liked it, but we didn't love the ending.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about that for spoiler reasons, but I didn't love it. But the whole movie was great, which is kind of a bummer because it's like you're eating like a 5-star meal, then all of a sudden you have a hair, and you're like, oh, no.
For me, I wanted more world building and kind of more setup to the movie. Like, I know the novel didn't have a lot, and I know that's like typical of Stephen King writing Richard Bachman books because Running Man really didn't have a lot of like world building setup either. But I think for me to like connect to the storyline more and like have a better understanding and grasp of like, why is this so important to the characters? Like, why are they going through what they're going through? Why are they putting themselves through this? It would have been like a more easy connection for me emotionally if we had gotten like a little bit more world building.
I tried to read, or I did reread an old R.L. Stine book, a Goosebumps book, and it did not hold up very well. So I'm probably just going to leave them as memories because I remember really liking them as a kid. But hopefully it was good for you. Nice. I'm on lap 2, space 16. Okay. We're 18. Wow. I'm definitely not getting to 20 books.
I haven't even counted how many books I'm on. I just know what space on the board I'm on and what I'm supposed to read next.
These spam calls are just ridiculous. Hello from Scotland. Awesome. International. Space 4. So
I did just, oh, well, we both just attacked teams. Yeah, I'm on space 8.
Just attacked.
Okay.
Oh, adult book. That's interesting. Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's been kind of like a slew of children's authors coming out with adult books lately. Like Lewis Sacker just did one. It's been a trend.
Okay, I have not read any Kate Elliott. The Lady Brewer of London. Chunky historical fiction physically and the love of my afterlife as audio. Okay.
Nice. I always like to have an audiobook on the go too.
That's like 99% of what I read nowadays is audio.
Yeah.
I have a harder time staying awake for physical reads, but just paying attention. Like I can more easily pay attention to audiobooks now.
Yeah, I think this is like the only direct attack space I'm going to land on in my plan too. And the only reason I wanted to do it is because I wanted to hit both like all the bonuses. And so I knew I needed to hit bonus 9, but I didn't have like the right amount of page counts left on my TBR. So I figured, okay, I'll land on 8 and then I'll do like 11 to move back to get to 9.
So after I finish Dungeon Crawler Carl, I'm going to land on space 10, which I believe is a big attack against everybody. So that'll be fun.
It's a regular attack on everybody.
What?
It's 300, minus 300 to all the other teams. The only big
Well, yeah.
attack.
Well, it's to all other teams.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's bigger than a regular one because it goes to everybody.
Everybody's getting attacked. And Team Thinner's going to catch up and win the whole thing.
That's a pipe dream.
We're going to do it.
Sorry.
I just want to win one Stephen King readathon. I've never won one.
Well, you've won enough Battle of the Bands, including the last round we did. You do not need another win. I'm sorry. Somebody else needs to win.
It's not the same. I want a Stephen King readathon trophy.
No. And last year you didn't even get to compete because we did the Clue readathon where we were just like messing with everybody.
That's 2 years ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did Dark Tower last year. Man, how time flies.
It's going to be interesting to see if people, because every year for the Stephen King readathon, we've done something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun to see if people want that a different thing or if they want to run this back. Because this is a really
Dark Tower or
this is a really good. It's probably my favorite Stephen King readathon that we've done so far.
Okay, I have seen some comments that people are liking the addition of the game board this round.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job with it.
No, thanks. I mean, it was just a lot of like designing and trying to figure that out. But once you have the board, it's easy, right? But I feel like this one is so specific to Long Walk, we'd have to make a new one anyway.
We're gonna win. There's no better luck next year. We're gonna win.
No, I'm with culinary. Better luck next year.
We are gonna catch up. Everybody's gonna finish the finish line the last day. We're gonna get 1,000,000 points.
Well, we better get reading if you're gonna catch up.
Yeah, the game board is a lot of fun.
This is my question to everybody who's enjoying the game board. Do we like that you move on the game board based on how many pages you're reading so you can plan where you land? Or do we just like having a game board and we want dice so it's random?
I don't think I would like the dice.
You like being able to plan it?
Yeah, okay. I mean the dice would be chaotic, which would be fun, but like, how would that even work? Like, you roll a dice and then you're like, oh, I have to read a 500-page book now. That would suck.
No, that's a little tricky to have to like shoehorn in because a lot of people who do the readathons rely heavily on library loan timing, myself included. And so it's very hard to work it out completely.
Yeah, I like to plan, but also I do like to mood read, so a bit of a conundrum in that fashion because I will make a TBR every month, but then inevitably I'll want to just pick up something else.
Yeah, that's me. I like the idea of planning. I like the act of actually planning. But then when I sit down to enact the plan, my mood has changed and I think, I don't like this plan, and it goes out the window. This is what happens when I plan content for my channel. I'll have a huge list of videos I want to do that when I wrote it down, I was in the mood and thought, oh, that'd be fun. And then I go to sit down and film something and I'm like, I don't want any of this. Help me come up with new ideas. And Jake gets so mad.
I do like this idea where like the dice is just for the moves, but then you get, I like that idea. That could be a new, and what's the word?
Concept?
Amendments to the rules.
Yeah, that is a good plan.
Yeah, but I have too many. I read too many genres for that to make sense because I've got long fantasy books and I've got short like thriller horror books, so it's hard to only do that.
All right, it's been 15 minutes. We better get reading.
All right, so we're gonna add this.
Yes, and then I think we have to tab over to it to hit start.
And we are going to start right now. Happy reading.
Hey, so how did everybody do? I don't know if you guys noticed during the sprint, but I got bombarded with our zoo. All 4 of our animals wanted to cuddle all at once. And Noelle has stolen Jake's spot, so you're going to have to scoot. Scoot, girl.
You stole my spot.
You can fix this too. She's not going to scoot.
No,
She's just going to be here.
It's fine.
So how did your sprint go?
Good. I listened to some Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Nice. I tried to read more of Boatmore Butcher. Well, I didn't try. I actually did. I'm just trying to work out how many pages. So I was on page 153 and I made it to 190. So like 37 pages, give or take.
Looks like we have a new Patreon member.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. I
Thanks.
missed that in the chat.
Thanks for rejoining. Thanks for the support.
And we have a meowing cat.
Running an errand. Hanging out with
Nice.
our dogs.
I love an easy dinner. Tonight, Jake and I had leftovers. I had some fettuccine Alfredo that I had made and just frozen. And I was like, I don't feel like cooking. Let's have that.
I'm going to go deal with this meowy cat.
Tink, what is it that you need? Is she out of kibble? So how did everybody else do in their sprint? 33 pages. Nice. Yeah. She's a needy girl. She is addicted to cheese. She's probably sitting in front of the fridge telling Jake that she wants a little piece of cheese. I didn't start it. Taco sounds yummy too. It's been so long since I've had tacos. Jake had the last few times we've eaten beef, his stomach has been kind of upset. So he's decided like he's just not going to eat beef for a while. And so we're kind of in that phase. And I'm like, I make chicken tacos, but it's not going to taste quite like I'm used to. And so I'm like, do I even want to at that point? Yeah, I feel this. Definitely. Yeah. They're so funny when they get in their routine and they just know. So yeah, I'm in this conundrum where I've read like now another 30 whatever pages. I'm still not that into it. And I physically read, well, I started with the audio for the sprint and I still wasn't into the audio. So then I tried physically reading it and that didn't really fix it. So I think I'm going to put it aside for now. But my debate is now, do I officially DNF it for the readathon? Do I try it and come back to it later after? Or do I like pick another 300 books so I don't mess up the board, read that, then read my next planned book and read this like or finish this where I had planned the other 300-page book? I don't know. I guess the incentive is if I decide to officially DNF this, I'm on space 8, so I would go back to space 6, which tells me to move back to space 8. So I wouldn't lose any spaces. I would just have to then fit in a 300-page book to keep my plan on track. I still also have, I think it's prompt 14 open, which is the bully or mean-spirited character. So I could find another 300-page book somewhere on the shelves.
So you're contemplating DNFing it?
I am contemplating. I don't know. Well, I know I'm going to put it down and pick up something else because I tried physically reading that sprint and it didn't really go any better.
Oh boy.
But I just don't know whether I want to like officially DNF or just put it down, read something else and come back to it.
She's a conundrum.
I am a conundrum.
Hence the channel name.
Yeah, it was funny when we were brainstorming names for my channel, which is the chapter conundrum. You came up with that one.
Yeah. Well, I also came up with
nice.
Oh.
Roy and Baxter. Snuggled in.
No, okay. What was the other name I came up with that you were?
You wanted me something with nuggets.
Yeah, nugget.
I was like the book nugget, maybe
something like that.
Okay, so I used to work at McDonald's like back in the day, and we had this thing where obviously you can't have profanity at work because there could be kids around. And so in my McDonald's, we replaced that with nugget. So anytime anything was like annoying or even frustrating or whatever, it was nuggets. And then Jake kind of got that. I called him a nugget once, and he was like, "What?" and he just thought it was funny, and it's kind of stuck.
So I thought it would be funny if you were the book nugget.
Yeah. No, I think the chapter conundrum fits me a little bit more. I knew I wanted alliteration, so I had to have a C, and then I wanted something bookish. So, and I am a conundrum.
Well, I wouldn't blame you if you DNF'd it, because this is nowhere near as good as the Goners was, which is funny because that was like, I'm pretty sure that was like independently published, right? And then he got like a publisher for this one.
Is this?
I think it's like a small press.
Yeah, it's Dark Ink Books. I've never heard of that, so it's probably
the Goners. I think he just did himself.
Yeah,
he like self-pubbed it, but I think the Goners was better.
Agreed. Agreed. And I was so excited to read this and find out the rest of the story. And now I don't know.
I mean, it's not. I gave it 3 stars. It's fine.
It's also the debate because this is the Thrill, Chill, or Kill pick for this month. So it's like, it's our own book club. It sucks to DNF your own book club book.
Life's too short. Don't read something you're not enjoying. That's my motto.
Okay. Well, I'll make a decision later, but I'm at least putting it on pause. I'll probably just work on Green Rider tonight and then make a decision on whether I'm adding in a different 300-page book for a bully or mean-spirited character, whether I'm doing Long Walk or whether I just DNF.
Yeah, I would just say go with the Long Walk. At least you know you're going to enjoy that story. You know what the story is, at least.
Yeah. Well, my other conundrum with that is that I've been reading a lot of thrillers and horrors in a row. And I'm kind of wondering if I'm like starting to get a little bit fatigued with like the genre or like the vibe. And so I kind of want something different.
Well, you could always do Green Rider, and then you have plans to read Outlander, which I still think is crazy. That's 1,400 pages.
It's number 6 in the series. It's a reread because for some reason I've read the first 6, but I remember everything from the first 5 and remember nothing from book 6. Like not a single thing. Couldn't tell you a single event.
You know, it's funny.
Where was my brain when I read number 6?
It's funny. I read the first 5 Sun Eater books, and I remembered the first 4, and then I really didn't remember anything about 5, which just makes sense because it's the last one I read. But what's going on with us?
Yeah.
I used to have a hard time DNFing books, but it's just been so, what's the word? It's just been great. It's just been a monkey off my back because now it's just like, okay, I can already tell I'm not going to enjoy this book. I'm just going to put it down, put it away, and read something that I know I'm going to enjoy.
I used to have a harder time DNFing books. I think now I've kind of recognized with myself that like when I start questioning, is it time to DNF? It usually like that's a sign it's time to DNF. But with this one, it's harder because like the novella he published originally, The Goners, was like supposed to be a trilogy of novellas. And basically he reworked that novella into part 1 of this novel. And I really liked the novella. And so it's like, I know I can like his writing. I know I like some of the story bits that haven't happened yet that are still coming. It's like, do I just push through it? It's because it's our book club book. I don't know. And then also it's like, it wouldn't take that much to just power through an audio for the last like less than 200 pages. Like it would probably take me 3 hours on audio to just power through.
I would say though, if you haven't enjoyed it so far, it's not going to get better.
Yeah, so, I don't know what to do. All I know is that I'm not vibing with it right now, so I'm putting it aside for now.
I will go show the people what my plan is after Dungeon Crawler Carl, because right now that's my last book that I have to read in the month. But I'm going to finish that hopefully by Sunday. So I'm going to go get my next book, which is a November book, but I'm going to move it up.
Do I know what this November book is?
I showed you.
Oh, is this the one your library hold for the audio came in? Yes, it is.
This is the plan. This is I forgot who won the
guess your number.
Getting the random number generator game that I do over on the Discord, but whoever won picked this book for me, and I'm very excited because I've had this book for a while. I've heard great things about it, so it'll be fun. Hopefully.
Yeah, I've heard polarizing things about that one, so it'll be interesting to see what you think. Nice. I like it.
Pizza is always good.
You missed this one too.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that. Normally, it's easy for me to get through things as long as I keep switching things up. Like, as long as I vary the genre and the author, it's easy for me to keep going. But every once in a while, I just get one that I'm not vibing.
I've definitely been reading a lot of horror books this month, which makes sense because it's spooky season, but it's been like 90% thrillers and horror this month. A couple of sci-fi, a couple fantasy, but it's like just plowing through some horror books.
Yeah, I've read a few. I'm not usually a huge horror reader. I do read horrors and thrillers, but I'm also not very seasonal in my reading. Like, I'm not the kind of person that wants to read horror thrillers in spooky season. I'll just read them whenever I feel like reading them.
I
And
mean,
so it's kind of like that.
I read them whenever, but it's like extra. Like I'm
Yeah.
also, you don't love horror movies. Like this time of
No.
year, I would be binge watching some horror movies, but
I will have really messed up dreams.
yeah, eventually I will get Shudder back, and then I can just watch them whenever I want to. Like I'll go somewhere else and watch them.
Well, you have a list of recommendations to check out from everybody who landed on bonus score 9.
Yeah, I
favorite
mean, I've
spooky
probably
season?
seen most of them.
I haven't.
Well, yeah, you don't watch horror movies.
No.
I did make her. Well, I didn't make her, but we watched Misery together. That was fun. That's one of my favorites.
I thought the movie was better than the book.
Well,
in terms of pacing.
You hated the book.
Well, I didn't. Okay. I didn't like the book within the book because I wanted an actual plot in the book within the book. So, and just the pacing of the book was a little slow. This was also something I picked up and read before I was used to slower pacing, and someone had told me it was a thriller. So I went in with all wrong expectations.
Well, the movie's great. Kathy Bates won an Oscar for it, for Annie Wilkes.
Nice. Yay, it's always exciting to finish your first lap on the game board too. It's a big boost. And she's on road work. Even better. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you go into a book with like lowered expectations. You're like, yeah, I don't know. And then you love it. And then sometimes you're like, oh, this book's going to be so good. And then you read, you're like, this wasn't that good.
Yeah, that's
what the hell?
That's kind of where I'm at with Biltmore, because I really liked Goners, which was like part 1 of this, but he changed so much and I don't love it.
Yeah, I was wondering because like it had been a while since I'd read it, but I'm like, this is different. This is different. But I couldn't tell you because like I didn't want to spoil it.
Well, I think you couldn't remember too. You were asking like, when you read it, tell me what you think.
Yeah, and it's different.
Yeah, so there are some things from the beginning of this that I remember, and then there are other things where I'm like, this definitely didn't happen in the Goners.
Yeah, I still feel like there's like I've read the whole book, and I still feel like there's certain scenes that I'm missing.
Yeah,
from the Goners.
There are. There's an I put in the buddy read chat. There's an iconic scene in the Goners with the coroner about like the first butcher victim. And that was like one of my favorite scenes in the novella, and it's just gone.
We should have kept that novella.
I know.
We have a dog, not chasing a cat, but
following the
cat.
He's a herding dog, so of course he wants to follow the cat and tell him where to go. Come here.
Cut it out.
Quit being a menace.
Up.
Ozzy, up. Look.
Ozzy, look.
Good boy.
There's a dog.
He's a snuggly boy.
Yeah.
It's just about time to read again if we're following the timer.
We've got 50 seconds left to chat.
Oh,
okay. Who's a dog? Who's a dog?
He's a snuggly boy. Thanks. I think it's fitting for me.
Oh, yeah. You're a conundrum in many ways, not just book related.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to jumping into Green Rider again on the sprint.
Oh, you're just going to get rid of this for now?
Well, just put it aside. I might come back to it after a break.
Okay. Well, it is
time to read.
There. All right. Happy reading. And we are back.
All
Well,
right.
Stacey's now. Oh, you're
I
done.
finished
Okay.
my chapter. I was in the last paragraph of it. Like, come on.
Okay.
I read
All right.
38 pages and I emptied the dishwasher.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Amanda made it. Yay.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Amanda here. And you got a new sub.
Yay, that's exciting. Hopefully you enjoy my content. Yeah. Solid strategy.
Amanda is not reading.
She has been reading a lot this month, so I do not blame her. Sometimes you just need a break.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you don't want to hate reading for sure. And hey, Pat made it, and he was watching Noelle have a snooze. Jake does not recognize the name.
Well, I recognize El Nugget.
Oh, yeah, the profile picture. Oh no. And of course it's not the usual one that you're used to with Amanda Sprints either. It's not the meow.
That's a lot of pages.
Yeah, it's a lot of pages. I worked out that in order to finish my TBR, I had to read something like 400 pages a day. And I've been doing it, but it's been a chore. I don't know if I can keep that pace for the next, 9 days now?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
81% is pretty good.
Nice. What are you reading again, Mrs. Superman? I forget. I'm sure I knew from this morning. Oh no. Not the needy dogs.
Animals.
Yeah, we know all about that life. We have a zoo. We have 2 dogs and 2 cats here. If you noticed in the first sprint, all 4 of them tried to snuggle with me at one point during that sprint.
400. That, good Lord.
Yeah.
That is way too much.
Yeah, it's a lot. Nice.
450.
I think it's worse when you get scared by sprints coming back when you're home alone and you've forgotten you turned them on. You're like, wait, is someone else in the house?
Yeah.
I did that once to myself. Also, funny story. I was like pet and house sitting for my sister, and she didn't remember to warn me that her cat had learned how to flush the toilet on his own and that she keeps the bathroom doors shut. So I'm like upstairs doing something and I hear the toilet flush downstairs and I was like, what the heck? Like, is someone else in this house? It ended up being the cat. But yeah, it scared me for a good minute. Yeah, that would do it. Do your dogs always perk up, or do they sense that you're startled and then they get startled? Because that's always funny too. How is your progress, Jake?
Pretty good. I got sped up. I have 8 hours left.
Okay. Jake is reading the 6th Dungeon Crawler, Carl.
Yeah, the plan is to finish that on Sunday. I'll read probably a little bit more tonight. I work tomorrow, and then Sunday I'll binge it.
Okay.
That's the plan, at least.
How does it compare to the other 5 in the series for you?
They're all kind of 4.5 star books. I think so far 1 and 5 are the best. 2 and 4 are pretty good.
Okay. 3 is your least
favorite. And then we'll just wait and see.
Just 3 doesn't even make the list.
Oh, I forgot about 3. Oh yeah, 3. Honestly, I don't really remember. It's kind of hard to remember what happens in each book.
3 is the Tangle, if that refreshes your memory at all.
I think 3 is in the middle. 1 and 5 is top, 2 and 4 is bottom, 3 is kind of in the middle, and then we'll just wait and see on 6.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Noelle is very excited when people come, and Ozzy is very protective of me, especially. He never used to be as a puppy, but he grew up with our older golden retriever, who was the family pet, and she was insanely protective of me. So he kind of picked up on her tendencies. He didn't ever used to care about barking at anybody coming up to the house, but spending a few months with her and she had him trained.
Book 5 is on par with book 1, which those
Okay.
are my 2 favorites.
Yeah, so far I've read the first 4 and book 1 is my favorite of the 4. Nice.
Yeah, book 1 is still my favorite. I typically just love book 1s in series. I love the introductions to everybody.
Yeah. You enjoy a lot of world building and just getting introduced to everything. And but for me, it doesn't necessarily work as well most of the time because I don't love a lot of description in my books. And I tend to find that when we're like setting up a new world, authors tend to describe more things and it slows down the pace of the book for me. So usually with adult books, I find it like book 2 in the series is kind of like the sweet spot where we've gotten out of like the slow pacing and the build up and now we're into the thick of the plot. But not always. And I also found that trend is kind of reversed with YA because when I read like YA fantasy and romantasy, it was always like you open with a banger of a plot and then you kind of like slow down, get more explanation, have like more character work in the sequel. And so it was kind of this weird dynamic where I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with my reading taste for a while. And then I figured out, oh, it's the difference between how like adult series and YA series are typically structured. So it was kind of a weird adjustment, but I figured it out. Yeah. Aussie is kind of like that too, especially when the mail gets delivered because we lived in a rural area in Canada. So we had like the community boxes at the end of the street, and that was like half a kilometer down the road. So he never ever saw the mail carrier. But here, the mailbox is attached to the house, like right outside the front door. And so they come up to the porch and they put it in the box, and you can hear it going in the box and then just leave. And he does not understand for the life of him. He freaks out every time. He'll be like up in this window, like barking at them. It's a good thing we have a fenced yard and that our mail carrier is like used to expecting him to bark because he's the worst with the mail. But funnily enough, he knows about Amazon because we used to have Amazon delivery to our door. And so like he'll still bark, but it's not as aggressive. And like he understands that they're here to drop something off. He's a goof. And then when Jake's here, he doesn't really care as much. It's just like if I'm home alone and he knows, he goes nuts.
If I'm sitting on the couch, he'll literally just look outside and see the Amazon driver like walk up to the door and just look at him and won't bark.
Yeah.
But if Stacey's here,
yeah. He's protective. What can I say? He's a goof.
So if we do another sprint, I recommend not 45 minutes.
Are you going to fall asleep?
Or I might fall asleep.
Oh, no. Okay, maybe we can do a half-hour sprint.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Also, Tink is just being obnoxious. Our cat.
You hear them meowing. I'll go open the window for her and get her settled and see if she'll chill out. Oh, yeah. I can see that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Whoops.
Yes. Amanda was like, can you guys hear my dog snoring? And I was like, nope, but I can hear Ozzy and Jake snoring.
So, yep.
Yeah.
I fell asleep pretty early listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Come on, Tink.
Oh, this cat.
Come here.
Animals.
Come here.
We live in a zoo.
She's just been extra needy the last couple days.
Opening the window.
Go check out the window. We'll see what's there.
And now the other cat's coming.
Of course. He likes the open window, so he's going to try and steal it from her. But yeah, that was funny.
Anything else we want to chat about?
I don't think I know what Pat is reading yet. So, Pat, what the heck are you reading? And
Pat has been on a mission this month.
Yeah.
He's read a ton of books, whereas in like the last year, he hasn't been reading as much. But like, he is just pushed a button, and now he's just like, bam!
He got his reading mojo back. I need all the strategies on how you did it.
He got his mojo dojo back.
Yeah. I've kind of had this like weird trend with my reading where the last couple years I've like slowly decreased and how much I've been reading. But then like you look at my readathon stat or readathon month stats, and it's like normal. So it's like I just need to prioritize reading outside of the readathons too.
Yeah. I'm like cut off here.
But yeah, I think I set my book goal this year to like 100 books. And normally that's like nothing. Like usually I read at least 120. But this year I think I was at like 67 before the readathon. So I'll probably be at like 80 after, and then probably manage to finish 100. But we'll see.
I've read a lot this year.
Yeah.
I'm at like, I don't know. I'd have to check my spreadsheet, but probably like 120, maybe.
Already? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I think the one thing that kept me going is DNFing a lot, because when I'm reading a book that's not good, that slows me down. But if I DNF it and then move on to something good, that helps out a lot.
Yeah. I think part of it for me is like my concentration just hasn't been as great this year as it has been in the past. So like normally I would multitask with audiobooks and other things a lot more. Whereas this year I find myself like pausing my audiobook to go do something. So that definitely cuts into my reading time. It depends what it is. Like I find with cooking, I struggle now because especially I've been trying new recipes. And I think that's part of it because I need to actually pay attention to the instructions on the recipe since it's not something I've made before and try and figure out what the heck I have to do or what I'm doing, right? But if I go back to like the old familiar routine stuff, then yeah. And also I just need to be better about listening from my phone so that I'm in range no matter where in the house or what I'm doing and just have my phone in my pocket. Because normally I'll listen through my computer, which is like at one end of the house. If I go to the other end of the house and it cuts out and I have to pause it. Yeah.
Damn, Pat.
I already finished the readathon, dang.
On a mission.
Yeah. Wrath of the Reaper. Sci-fi. Okay.
You got any tips for Stacey to get back in the groove of it?
Yeah. And also I want to know, how is Curse of the Mistwraith? Because I thought about reading that one, but then like the people who love it are like people who tend to like description in their books, and it has me questioning whether I'll enjoy it. So I'm curious.
You're in frame now.
Okay. We cut off Ozzy though. He's been here too.
Oh,
Come here.
he's fine.
Come here, Oz.
He's sleeping.
He is happy to be in the spotlight.
You're freaking out, Tink.
Sorry, Tink.
But yeah, probably half-hour sprint.
Sounds good.
And then we'll chat a little bit after that and then call it a night.
For Jake, I'll be up for hours still reading. But
Well, not
on live sprint.
Not going to bed, but like ending the sprint. I mean,
you're going to bed to read in bed till you fall asleep. That's what you're gonna do.
We'll see what happens.
He's gonna be out in 5 minutes. 4 cats, man. Oh yeah, that's always the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, at my house, at 2 points, we either had 4 cats and 3 dogs, or 4 dogs and 3 cats. That was a literal zoo. That was way too much. Right now, it's 2 dogs and 2 cats. It's still too much, but it's not as bad.
Only one of them was my fault, just Ozzy. The rest are not my fault. But yeah, I've had, I think, 3 cats at once before, and it was a situation where like we had a family cat, and then I had a cat, and then my sister went away to university, adopted another cat, and then brought him home for the summer while she moved home. So the most I've had, I think, is 3 cats. And that was interesting. Like none of them really got along. 2 of them wanted to chase the other one, and the other 2 were just like, they didn't like each other that much, but they were also like not purposely bothering each other.
It'll be better when we eventually move out and we have one animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just too many animals.
All right. It is time to read. And I will fix the timer.
Fix the timer.
I'll see you guys in half hour.
Happy reading.
How did everybody do? I made it, let's see, I think 25 pages. How about you?
Just probably a couple more chapters.
You didn't pay attention, did ya?
No. I'm further
Oh.
along than I was.
Okay.
Further along.
Oh, Kelly made it right before Jake is about to go to bed for the night.
Did we already see this one?
Didn't love it. Oh, Curse of the Miss Wraith. Okay. No, I didn't. I asked him how it was.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah. Very impressive for sure. Nice.
Okay. 90%.
That's
Good.
oh, that's so frustrating though if you're done for the night because everyone's gonna bother you now though. You're like, oh, so close. Just wanted to finish.
Hey, Kelly. Made it.
Yeah. I said right as Jake's ready to go to bed.
Well, hopefully we'll do more of these in the future.
Yeah. Well, that's still productive. We still like that.
I have 3 videos that I need for the next week. None of them are filmed. So.
One of them is filmed. Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
We filmed one of them together.
I forgot about that one.
Are we telling the people what it is?
They'll wait and find out.
Okay. Yeah, that's my plan as well. Ozzy is already ready. They went outside for their pee one more time, then they got bedtime TREATS during the sprint, and they were happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would when I was first starting, I was much better about like pre-filming, like having a bunch of videos ready and edited and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But now it's just like, oh yeah, it's Sunday and I need to film. Crap.
Yeah. That's pretty solid then. You can definitely hit that.
Very good. You enjoying Green Rider still?
Oh, yes. So the end of book 4, obviously I'm not going to spoil anything, but it leaves off with something big and there's kind of a cliffhanger and things have changed in the start of book 5. So it took a minute to get reoriented with what's happening. But now that I know what's happening and have some answers as to the end of book 4, I'm enjoying it. So I'm about, I think, 100 pages in. It is 756.
Oh boy.
And I'm exactly page 101. So, but that's not bad considering I started that tonight.
Filming 8 to 12 videos in a week sounds really good, but I don't think I'd have the energy for that.
Yeah. For me, it depends what I'm filming. And also, if I film a bunch with Jake, it seems very easy because it's not something I really have to plan out or think too much ahead of time about because it's just very conversational and natural. But if I'm filming like videos by myself, then I have to like figure out what I'm doing, make notes about what I'm doing, what I want to cover. So yeah. It rained all day. That's nice for reading. Not so nice if your dogs go stir crazy.
You have Grinning Wolf in the chat.
Nice. Hey, we are. Yeah. What entry are you on now? Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
it's different.
Okay. That makes sense. I used to have another channel that lasted for about 2 seconds.
Your J Thunder music reviews that you had high hopes for and then did nothing with.
It was just too much. I was trying to film like 3 videos for BookTube, 2 videos for music, but it's too much.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of doing off-topic Thursday to try to mitigate that because now it's just like it's BookTube all month, but I got 1 video to talk about random stuff. Like this month was horror movies, which was a lot of fun to talk about. Next month, y'all voted, and I'm going to talk about my weight loss story. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear all the details because this was before we were dating. So, like, I don't even know that I know the full story. I mean, I know a lot of it, obviously.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I used to weigh about 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And then basically during COVID, I lost a lot of weight. So I'll tell that story. And then in December, my off topic video is, of course, going to be best Christmas movies.
Oh boy.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
I knew this was
Not a
coming.
Christmas movie. I know I'm starting some shit right at the end, but it's not a Christmas movie.
I'm excited for you to read High King's Tomb. It's a good one. It deals a little bit more with like the character progression and less so with like the overarching plot progression, but it's an enjoyable installment for sure. Oh no, not DNF and Green Rider. But yeah, I understand. The romance situation is, it's a bit much. But I think for me, like, I'm invested in it for other reasons. So yeah.
Well, I did the opposite, but I'll go into why because it's a very personal reason, but I'll get into it.
For me, I started out the pandemic having gained some weight because I was snacking more, but then we adopted Goofy as a puppy and he needed Wing every day. So I ended up losing some after that.
Die Hard is a fantastic movie, but it is not a Christmas movie. I will die on that hill. And Bruce Willis himself said it's not a Christmas movie. So, yes.
If it gets you in the Christmas mood, can't it just be a Christmas movie?
It doesn't get you in the Christmas mood. It's an action movie.
Okay.
That happens to take place during Christmas.
Mood is such a subjective thing, though.
It's not a Christmas movie. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Yes. I mean, to be fair, it's a read along that I was like, yeah, we need to do this. And I am just starting July's book in October. So you're not alone. Actually, for some reason, where was my reading in July? Because I didn't read the John Mars book in July. I just read the Thrill Chiller Kill for July with The Vengeance. Now I'm reading the Green Rider from July. Like, what the heck was I doing in July?
What the hell were you doing?
I don't know. Oh, and I just finished Dungeon Crawler Carl from July, too. So, like, where the heck was I? I don't know.
I don't know, but you're catching up.
Yeah, and then August, it makes sense because I was planning a lot of the stuff for the Readathon and doing that. And then September, I was getting ready for my family to visit towards the end of the month, which was a lot. And then they were here at the beginning of the month, and then the Readathon. So that all makes sense. But like July, what the heck was I doing in July?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I think readathon plans, like obviously October, we're going to try to continue with the Stephen King based readathon. Not sure if we're going to do a repeat of this one or if we're just going to scrap it and do something completely different.
For
like
King
we've done
next year?
Yeah.
We have a different plan for next year already.
Oh, yeah, we do. I already forgot.
And no, because I'm originally from Canada, but I moved to Virginia for Jake. And so the summer here is like, I just want to be inside in the air conditioning because I'm not used to the heat. So I wasn't outside enjoying the weather either. I don't know what I was doing.
But anyway, as I was saying, but yeah,
he's cute.
I forgot. We had an idea originally for this one, but then the Long Walk movie came out and we were like, oh, we should probably do something with that. So we changed it all up. So yes, we do have something completely different. And then for Battle of the Bands, it will have at least one in April, maybe one in July.
Yeah, I have plans for a July round. And no, because I did my green card interview in May. And then we got my actual green card at the end of May. So June was kind of like some immigration stuff in terms of like being able to switch over paperwork things officially for the countries.
I don't know what the hell you were doing.
I don't know what I was doing in July.
Not reading.
Yeah, not reading. Yeah. Yeah. And I have been completely spoiled by growing up on the Great Lakes with the fresh water because being here with the ocean water, like I don't even want to go swimming. I mean, you guys don't even call it salt water. It would be brackish water because it's like the river, which is like a offshoot from the ocean. But to me, it's salt water. Like it messes with your hair. You have more buoyancy. Like it does not feel like fresh water.
Well, I don't like the beach anyway. So.
Yeah. And Jake doesn't like the beach. So
my mom and my brother do, but like I've never been a beach person.
Yeah. I can drag him, but we're only going to stay for a couple hours. We're not going to be there all day.
Maybe like 20 minutes.
No, I could get you to go for a couple hours if you brought a book.
Depends on the weather. God. Yeah. The sand is fine. It's the temperature that's horrible.
Yeah, he doesn't like being out in the heat.
If it was like 70 degrees outside, I'd go to the beach. But everyone wants to go to the beach when it's like 95 degrees out. I'm like, no. Bad enough I have to deliver mail in the heat. Now people want to be outside in the heat voluntarily.
Yeah. And also, I am very pale, so I will burn in like 10 minutes. I have to be very diligent with sunscreen if I'm going to be out at the beach for sure.
Yeah. I would much rather be inside reading a book.
Yeah. That time, I used to be like that in the winter, where winter was my least favorite season because it was miserable to go out anywhere. Like, it was so cold that it would literally hurt your lungs. It would burn to breathe going outside because it's like minus 40 sometimes. And that's both Celsius and Fahrenheit because that's where they meet. So the coldest I've ever experienced at home was like minus 47 Celsius with like a minus 52 Celsius wind chill. But basically, the end of January, start of February, like every year, there's always a week, 2 weeks, it's like minus 40 and it's miserable.
So I'm lucky in the area that I deliver. Most dogs, I'd say like 95% of the dogs are very friendly, which is nice. There's like a couple of dogs that I stay away from, especially if the owners aren't around.
Mhm.
But other than that, the dogs where I deliver are very friendly.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll just walk up and they won't be on a leash, but I'll know they're friendly and they'll just be wagging their tail. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Inside is good for me.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Yes. Yes. It literally burns. And like it's funny, y'all have to worry about like Wing your dogs outside with the heat of the pavement. We have to worry about when it's too cold for their paws.
Oh boy.
And he usually didn't care. Like, he loves being outside. He'll go lay in the snow. He'll just lay there for like 10 minutes. Yeah. But I do worry about his paws, especially if we put like salt on the roads, because that's a thing.
Yeah. Winter in Virginia is very mild.
Yeah.
Compared to Canada.
And what a different experience, though, because it's so funny. Like, things here shut down or open late for the possibility of snow. And that's like a wild concept.
We got a school closure when I was in high school one year because it was like, oh, it could snow.
Yeah.
So we have to cancel everything. And then it didn't snow.
Oh, yeah. Booties. Yeah. We had to make him wear a bootie like a month ago because he tore open one of his nails and like the quick was exposed. And so I didn't want it to get infected or get dirt in there. And he hated it at first, but he did kind of figure it out. I think only having one was good for him because he kind of like, he still had traction with his other paws and then he got used to it. But yeah, the beginning was a struggle. He hated it.
He's fine now.
Yeah, he is fine. And they say like to prevent that, just keep their nails trimmed. But like I do keep his nails trimmed. They weren't overly long, so I don't know. He just managed it.
There was a pair of random scissors out in the backyard because I think our phone company was out there and they dropped him, and then he was running around and probably cut it on that. That's what I think. That's what I think happened.
Could, or like he and Noelle will sometimes like race out the door, and there's like a cement kind of like steps, so he could have just like really got it on the cement really good too. I don't know. But anyway, it's all healed now and he's fine. No infection. I didn't even realize that you had to clip rabbits' nails, but that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense too. Yeah, I think where I grew up, it was always either snow or cold. So they had rules where if it was colder than minus 35 Celsius, it was indoor recess. So the kids didn't go outside for recess. They stayed inside. And then when it was colder than minus 40, the buses were canceled because they didn't want kids like walking to the bus stop or waiting outside for the bus. School was still open regardless, but on days when the buses were canceled, nobody would go. Yeah, I have heard of that. I haven't tried it with him, but he would be prone to licking it off. So I don't know how that would go. Like if I put anything on him, he immediately wants to lick it.
He's licking me right now.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
Hi. When he had his nail tore open, I put like some Neosporin, not the one with the painkiller that has the toxic stuff for dogs, but like the regular Neosporin. I put that on the open part, and he was trying to lick that, and I was like, no licking.
This past winter, we actually got, for our area, a decent amount of snow, and it was like Armageddon level. We did not know how to prepare. No, the roads weren't plowed. Everyone, I drove to work one day and just everybody was
fishtailing and
driving terribly. Someone almost ran or T-boned me, which was fun because they didn't stop soon enough at a stop sign. They're like, oh, okay, I'll stop. Nope.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I am used to driving in it, but there was one day I woke up and I was like, call out, because there's no way. Like even I wouldn't drive in this knowing, because we don't have winter tires on our car. We don't have 4-wheel drive. And then knowing that everybody else here doesn't know how to drive in it properly, it's like, just don't risk it. I wouldn't.
The mail trucks were actually, they actually drove pretty well in the snow. I was surprised.
Well, you guys have chains for the tires for your mail trucks, which is funny.
Well, I was still driving the Metris, the newer van, and that drove just fine.
Okay.
I was surprised.
The key, if anyone's wondering and not used to it, the key is to drive like you have an egg under your pedals. So you have to like very slowly ease into everything. You can't brake fast. You can't gas fast. You can't turn fast. You have to very slowly ease into everything. Like stop a good like 15 seconds before you think you need to stop, and just like a little at a time. Same with the gas. Like if you floor it, you're just going to dig ruts in the snow and get stuck. If you like slowly ease, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of cold weather, but I don't like snowy weather. I would rather be cold than hot, and Stacey disagrees.
No, I'd rather be hot. The thing with being cold is it takes forever to warm up.
Not me.
Like I can put on a sweater, I can get a blanket, but it's still going to take me like 15 minutes to warm up. But if I'm too hot, cold water, cold shower, instantly I feel cooler. So it's like you get relief much faster if you're overly hot and you want to cool down.
No. If you're cold, just put on more clothes.
No, that doesn't work when it's minus 40.
I can't take, when it's 100 degrees, I can't take off all my clothes. That would be the only solution, and that's not going to happen. And you just said like our river isn't like ideal to jump into. Like I get it, you're at home in Canada, you got all that fresh water to jump into, but we got, the James River. Gross.
Yeah. Well, and also like the water temperature is cooler there. Like in the summer, the surface temperature of the water would be like 68 to 72 Fahrenheit on the surface. So like colder when you go down a few feet, but yeah.
I would much rather be out in the cold. Not the snow, but the cold.
I've had my lifetime quota of shoveling snow and I'm over it.
Well, you'll barely have to do that here.
I've never been to Japan, but I do know some areas they get snowy and blizzardy.
I don't know if this is true, but I watched a YouTube short that said the snowiest place on earth is a city in Japan. I don't know if that's true, but maybe you can let me know. I saw a video, just like a mountain of snow. Ridiculous.
Yeah. You can, but I think for me it depends. Like living here and the way it's cold here, yeah, I would rather have that. But like having experienced winter, for lack of a better word, no.
They all have Texas
plates, yeah, in the ditch.
Definitely. I don't like the feeling of like just sitting in my own sweat. I sweat easily. That's the thing. Like I'll even sweat like if I'm delivering and it's like 20 degrees out, but I'm all bundled up and I'm in the truck, I'll still be sweating. It's crazy.
He has a pant rant that he does every fall when he has to switch to pants.
I wear almost exclusively basketball shorts. So when it gets cold enough where I have to wear jeans, it sucks. So I give her the pant rant.
Yep,
Like,
every
I gotta put on pants.
yeah, I can see this. I mean, if you don't know how to drive in it and you don't have winter tires and there's no plow, salt, or sand, I could see it. But it's unheard of for that to happen, like where I'm from. The only time, I mean, we've had situations where it's snowed like 3.5 feet overnight where the plows can't keep up. And so people have to get pulled over and like basically be stranded until the plow digs them out. So like we always had safety rules as a kid growing up where my dad was like, never go below half a tank of gas in the winter. Always have like a blanket, a snack, something to drink in the car. And yeah, don't let it freeze, all that stuff.
So no, there's two types of mail carriers. There's city carriers that they have walking routes. They have to wear a uniform. I'm a rural carrier and with
Rural.
rural
Rural.
carrier. Anyway, we deliver mainly to mailboxes like on the road, driving routes, and we can wear whatever we want to within reason. Like I'm not, can't be out there in like Daisy Dukes or a bikini, but you can
Yeah, and you
basically
can't
wear whatever you want to.
yeah, like nothing with profanity on it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I just wear basketball shorts. I'm still wearing basketball shorts. It's like I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be like, high 40s, low 50s. I know later on in the day it's going to be 60, so I'm still wearing basketball shorts. So,
I could never.
but eventually, like when it gets down to the 30s, I'm like, I gotta wear pants.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Yeah, we're gonna head out pretty soon too. Jake is sleepy.
We've been sprinting for 3 hours.
Which is not that long.
We got some good reading.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're going to close it up here. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to try to do reading sprints more often. It's kind of a rare thing for us, but maybe we can at least do it once a month. I don't know how much. I have to figure out how much I can because there's a limit with StreamYard for when it's free. It might be like 20 hours. Maybe I can do it like once or twice a month. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.